What's up, fellow collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and today we're going to take a look at a special piece. This is the Prime 1 Studio Behelit skull. Behelit. It's pronounced differently, depends on you want it, but this is from the Berserk manga anime series, and this is the skull from the first time Skull Knight was introduced in the anime and the mangas, and this is from, if I remember correctly, I want to say it's volume 9, volume 9, book 9, and I want to say volume 37 or episode 37. This is basically the depicted image that was in the chapter before the Skull Knight was introduced in the books. And that's basically the Skull Knight right there, and the way I take it, because the Behelit is basically a key accessory in the Berserk anime and mangas, in the story, in the lore. So obviously the Skull Knight is attached to that because he's the one basically who goes into the eclipse and saves Guts and Casca from being sacrificed. So I'm very intrigued with the Skull Knight character, and I did want to pick this up because this is a unique piece. Yeah, it looks creepy to my, at least some people think it's creepy, but I think this looks real cool, and I can't wait to get this out the box and see the statue in person and basically have this statue to go with the Skull Knight statue whenever I do pick that up. All right. Let's get this. Before we get this review started, please hit that like, subscribe button, and click that bell notification. It helps the channel out so much. I appreciate you for doing that and for the support and for taking time out of your life to watch this. So with that in mind, let's get this review started. Dale. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So I want to go ahead and take a look at the box first before we get this piece out. And this is basically the scene of the eclipse right here with the blood, water going on there. The eclipse right there. Love the way that looks. Got the Berserk logo right there. Got the actual image of the statue in there. And that Behelit looks so... This thing always creeped me out when I first started getting into this lore. This thing was creepy, man. And I actually want one of these. Believe it or not, these creepy things, I want one by itself. Here goes all the legal information right here. And then right in the bottom, you get nothing. Right in the top, you get the Berserk information one more time. And then your number right here. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get this creepy thing out the box. Okay, so I've been dipping my toes into this statue game a little bit. And I am used to some assembly. So once you get this nice statue out the box, let's get the box out the way. One thing I do enjoy is the way Prime Studios kind of packages their statues. They have the obvious logo on top. This is all the information there. But I did remove the plastic foam, or the foam that goes around the statue. So this is what you agreed with once you get the statue out the box. So obviously there's going to be some assembly required. So that's something I wasn't expecting coming in because it's a small statue. But I'm happy to do it because I would prefer it to do this than take the chance of it coming damaged. So we're going to go ahead and get him out the box with all the small accessories you have to attach, and take a close look and fine detail of what comes in the box. And there is the Behelit skull, and I have to say this thing is small, like compared to my hand right here. But the detail, I want to be careful. This is a statue, it's not a figure, so I can't be dropping this. But the detail you see here, let me bring my ISO a little bit up, the brightness a little bit, so you can see the detail there. The first thing that sticks out to me when I see this right here is that eyeball right there. That thing looks so damn real. Look at that. Look at the detail. So let's go ahead and look at the detail of the eyeball. You see like the red in the back of the eyes. It's gonna need those eye drops real bad. I thought my eyes were looking bad. And then you see the skull detail here. Eyeball missing here. Nice little socket in there. Love seeing the teeth here. The details on there. Then you get to see up here in the upper portion, you get to start seeing this crack on the skull. And then you see the Behelit right in there. And this actually has a nice shine to it. It's not it kind of like a red chrome color. And even the eyeball on this looks good. This thing is creepy, man. I'm telling you guys right now. If you know anything about the manga or the anime, this weird thing has like the two eyeballs, the nose and the mouth. And then when it's activated, they move around. They adjust to like the full face. And then the tears start coming out from the eyes. And the tears are blood. crazy dark anime. Some cat hair. I don't have cats in my house, so maybe just something from people who packed it. You can see there. So as you look around more, you see more of the detail and the nice paint application on that egg, man. Look at this thing. Woo. See, I definitely want one like, I wish they make one like a, I'll wear it as a necklace too, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I want an egg, man, just like that. But as you look around here, you see more of the cracked skull, the holes there. And you'll see this is basically from the, you know, the eclipse, the things that come out from the ground. As you can see there, they're all there. Nice paint. This actually looks like it has that beautiful wet look. So it's like it just came out from in there. You can see all these slots are where you attach the thorns. And you go all the way around. But yeah, look at that. So this is basically what I have here is number 811 from 1500. This is the Life Scale Master Line. Prime 1 Studios Behelit Skull. I like the way this looks. This feels good. Nice newer ones feel sturdy. I like that. All right, so there goes the skull. Let's take a quick look at some of the accessories or pieces you have to attach. So here you see the thorns that kind of make the crown that go around them. And this is why, you know, it resembles a skull knight, because the skull knight has a skull and he has the thorns and the rose on his shield, which is his logo. This looks cool. This is yeah, I feel like a hard piece, so that's good right there. And then you have the rose once again. Kind of pushes back to the skull knight with the rose. Have that beautiful rose there, nice color there. And then you have the other vines, like the other pieces of the vine. So, yep. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. We're going to go ahead. There's no reason. Maybe I'll do a size comparison real quick, just for one statue real quick. But I'll go ahead and do a quick size comparison just for one quick statue real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start putting this together. All right, let's go. That thing looks so damn cool. So there's the Behelit skull staying in, well, not really default pose. It is statue, so basically the static pose is in. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some smaller scale statues I do have. It's going to be kind of tough if I were to bring a Prime 1 Studio statue over here. It's kind of heavy and stuff. So we'll just do a quick size comparison with 3 smaller scale statues that I do have. The first one is going to be the Pop-Up Parade Guts Berserker Armor statue. This is one I just got recently, so... All right, there we go. Let's put it right there. So there's the Berserker armor. And then this is a small custom statue I have, and this is the Legend of Zelda, you know, the sword stuck in the rock. The Master Sword, I'm sorry. There you go. Smaller scale statue with the Master Sword and the Guts Berserker armor with the Behelit skull. See, good size comparison if you have any of these other 2 ones. This other one's more of a custom. It's kind of hard. I got that in Maryland, so maybe hard to find. But that pop-up's pretty simple, pretty easy to find. I think it's sold out most places, but you could be able to get it. And if you do have it, you get a good idea how this statue, if you want to pick it up, if you're into creepy things, will fit in your collection and your display. All right, so let's go ahead and get the statue up so we can start attaching all those vines and the pieces on there so we can get the final display of the statue. I'm about to say final pose. There is no final pose. All right, so there we have the skull up close and personal. So let's go ahead and put some of these thorns on him. So the first one I'm going to put is the bigger circle one. And that is supposed to go on above the left eye socket. Oh, I'm sorry, the right eye socket. So it should go right here. And once again, it's going to be this piece right here. And this should slot into this piece right here. Perfect. There's a slot right there, so it goes right in there. Okay, so the next one is gonna be one that goes towards the back of the skull. It's gonna be one of these slots right here. And it should be this slot right here. That goes right there. And then the next one is going to be the smaller piece, which is this one right here. And that one should go, let's see what's over here. Looks like it goes somewhere on this side. It's a little tough to find all the slots for this. So let's go ahead and try right here maybe. Nope. Okay, so it looks like this piece does go there. So you have to actually loop this piece above here. And then while you're holding that, slide that into here. a little tricky. But once you get it in there, it stays in pretty good. There we go. You just gotta make sure this one's in there good. That's in there good. And there you go. All right, so that's those pieces right there. Now, the next piece will be this one right here. This is supposed to plug in. So this piece right here. Let's see, does it go under? Looks like it may go under or just right into that piece. There we go. So that fits in perfectly right there. Let's just adjust this real quick. And then the last piece, which is this one right here, obviously plugs into that upper piece right there. So let's go ahead and get that piece in there. And this goes just like that. So there you go. There's the vines and thorns going across the head. Let's bring this back around. Ooh, look at that eye. I love the way that eye looks, man. Look at that, just looking right at you. All right, and the last piece is the rose. And you gotta put a kiss on the rose. All right, so the rose will plug in. This should be magnetic right there. And it should just plug in right there. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it upside down. So it should go this way, right? That way, there we go. Nope, maybe not. All right, so I'm sorry. It's a little tricky, man, a little tricky. Oh, it's all right. It's shaped. You can see the peg hole right there. It does have a shape there, so it does go in exactly like that. And there we go. There we have the full Behelit skull with all the thorns on there with the rose. And man, this thing is beautiful. Oh my God. Look at this right here, man. I'm going to bring it in more. Bring it in to zoom it around. And look at those thorns on there. Yeah, they were a little pain in the butt to put in there. That's one thing I think Prime Studios could do a little bit better, is maybe color code or some kind of like maybe at the tips of the pegs that go in there, you color code it, or maybe put a number on there and then put a number inside the holes, kind of help you make sure you get the right one. You have to look at the pictures and the instructions to do it, but sometimes the pictures don't really help too much. But this was pretty, pretty easy. I'm just gonna confirm before I display that the vines are in the right spot, match it up with the pictures from the promo pictures and the instructions, and just to confirm that. But man, look at this thing right here. This is a creepy piece. But if you're a Berserk fan, this, especially if you're a Skull Knight fan, I think this is a piece you should have in your collection if you have any of the statues, or even if you have the 3-0 figures. If the statue is a little more on the pricier side, this one's not too bad. I think this one was like maybe 200. And this one can even go, like, you can display it with your 3-0 Berserk figures, and I think it will look awesome. But this thing is, the paint application on this and everything, it's amazing, man. I was a little nervous with this piece. I was like, do I really want to pick up, like, get that much into the detail of the characters? But Skull Knight is one of my favorite in the characters, like in the manga, and just one of my favorite characters just in general. And the Behelit was something that was creepy at first, but like I said, it was super cool. I love the skull, love the eyeball on this thing. So this is a happy purchase for me. I'm super happy to pick this up and to have this in my collection and to have it displayed with my Skull Knight whenever I decide to pick that up or have that in my collection. But this piece right here, man, for a small piece, it is good. It has a good weight to it, and it just does have a little presence to it, because people are going to walk in and be like, what the hell is this? They're going to see like that creepy eyeball there, and then from there, they're going to walk up closer to it, and they're going to see the Behelit there, and they're going to be like, that thing is weird looking. But that's what I like. All right, collectors. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review and enjoyed this piece. I hope if you didn't, or you've never heard of this Behelit skull or whatnot, I hope you enjoyed the review and appreciate the fine details and art that this piece, and not only the statue, but the actual creator of the manga did, because it's such a unique and different look on something. So with that in mind, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. And as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale. Be careful with the sacrifice.